G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Now, this is just a quick video on trying to work out who's paying Bruce Lehrmann's legal fees for his defamation cases against News Corp, Channel 10, Lisa Wilkinson, Samantha Maiden, and now it's been revealed during the week, ABC as well. And also during the week, it was revealed that the AFP are currently under investigation for criminal charges or criminal complaint for attempting to avert the course of justice in the Bruce Lehrmann rape trial. The exact wording for what was reported during the week is the Australian Federal Police will be investigated for attempting to avert the course of justice. The Australian Commission for Law Enforcement Integrity, a watchdog tasked with detecting corruption in federal agencies, including the AFP, will also investigate how the private diaries and text messages of Higgins were leaked to the media despite not being tendered in evidence to the court. Now, that's potentially a huge problem for the political players involved. As you can see in the picture behind me, I've got Michaela Cash, Senator Michaela Cash, and also Senator Linda Reynolds. They both got skin in the game. They both gave evidence at the rape trial, and they'd both be very worried if it turned out there was a cover-up, because they're up to their necks in that cover-up. So they potentially are paying for the legal fees of Bruce Lehrmann as well, because they'd like him to win those defamation cases. He's now going to be known as a suspected rapist for the rest of his life, or an alleged rapist. But if he was to win the defamation case, well, that could all change, because the people he's suing are running a truth defence. They're going to try and prove it was true that he did rape Brittany Higgins. And if he was to win that defamation case, well, he could argue, well, it's been through a court of law and I've proven it's not true. So that would clear his reputation to some degree. So people like Linda Reynolds, Senator Linda Reynolds and Senator Michaela Cash have obviously got a vested interest in him winning. But also because the AFP are under investigation for a criminal complaint attempting to avert the course of justice. And the fact that Michaela Cash and Linda Reynolds makes it a huge political issue, the whole lot, everything, including the defamation proceedings. So who's paying for his defamation lawyers and barristers is of public interest. And that's why it's worth having a look at whether his mother has paid for it. She seems to be living in $1 million house, or maybe even a multi-million-dollar house. And where she lives is actually on the public record now because of Bruce Lehrmann suing for defamation, because it's on the originating application that he filed on the page 2. It's got his address, or his mother's address, which shows up at 49 Curra View Court, Rangeville, which is a suburb of Toowoomba in Queensland. Now, that first picture I'm putting up is actual house, the front view of the house. The second picture I'm putting up is the screenshot on my computer. It's got the house at 49 Curra View Court. It's also got 51 Curra View Court. I suspect that's a huge block and it covers both of them, 49 to 51. I've done a aerial view and it's only one house there. Now, the third shot I'm showing is actually an aerial view on Google Maps. It's obviously a large house and it's a large block of land. And from what I can gather, the average house price in Toowoomba is $500,000. That's average. This is obviously a well above average house, a large block of land. So I suspect it's worth at least $1 million, quite possibly up to $2 million. And here's another aerial view of Google Maps. That red balloon there, that's where the house is. And where all those houses are up the top, that's obviously the suburb of Toowoomba. So they're just on the border of Toowoomba, the outer suburb, and a large block of land. Exactly how much land she owns, the mother, I'm not too sure. But it's worth investigating. Is the mother paying? Is Bruce Lehrmann being funded elsewhere? Is Linda Reynolds and Michaela Cash helping fund his legal fees so he can sue for defamation, try and clear his name and indirectly clear them? Because they'd be under investigation if it's found that the federal police covered up the alleged, or tried to cover up the alleged rape. Well, I have no doubt it leads back to Michaela Cash, Linda Reynolds and the former Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, in his office. So they'd be hoping in a huge way that Bruce Lehrmann does win his defamation case, and they've got skin in the game, and I have to wonder if they're helping fund it. So I think it's a public interest matter, and I think Bruce Lehrmann should confess. He should say, look, is his mother paying for it? She's a millionaire. She's got $1 million house. Is she guaranteeing the legal fees, or otherwise if it's someone else? Because there's now 2 inquiries investigating the AFP allegedly covering up the alleged rape. I think there's more than enough evidence that the AFP have been involved. I published an article only in March titled AFP Commissioner Reece Kershaw colluded with Rupert Murdoch and Bruce Lehrmann's lawyers to undermine rape trial. And no one's refuted that at this point. No one's complained about it. And given there's two criminal investigations under afoot, the second one I read out, which was only reported this week, will apparently be rolled into the National Anti-Corruption Commission when they get up and running later in the year, because apparently the Australian Commission for Law Enforcement Integrity will be overtaken by the National Anti-Corruption Commission. Another reason why it's worth asking whether Bruce Lehrmann's mother is paying for his legal fees is because it was reported by the Daily Mail a few weeks ago that Bruce Lehrmann's father died when he was 2, leaving his mother to raise him and his sister on welfare. So that's not the house of someone on welfare. And to a large degree, it's not our business. It wouldn't be our business, like I said at the beginning, if it was a stock standard defamation case. But this is a huge political issue. It goes right to the top of politics in Australia. And we should be investigating anything and everything that has got a bad smell about it. And who's paying his legal fees has got a bad smell about it. And hopefully those two criminal investigations that are afoot into the AFP will have a look at the broader issues, because if they can find out who's paying his legal fees, if it's his mother, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. If the mother's paying for it or guaranteeing the costs of the legal fees. But if it turns out it's someone else, and it's like the federal politicians or the Liberal Party in some way, well, then there's potentially further crimes being committed, because that could be construed as, financing the attempted concealment of a crime, the original cover-up of the alleged rape. Anyhow, I just wanted to focus on that issue at this point, who's paying for his legal fees. We'll have more to say on these issues in the next week or so. I'm about to file submissions in the ACT inquiry, and I'll do follow-up videos and an article in the next few days. In Kangaroo Court of Australia's independent media, I publish a YouTube channel, website, Facebook page and Twitter account. So if you could support me on Patreon or PayPal, it'd be greatly appreciated. You can donate any amount, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20 a month, any amount. It all helps out in a huge way. And please hit the like and subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and please share the video on Facebook and Twitter, etc. Thank you for your time and have a good day.